Talking about the actual publicly traded companies, meaning one and only publicly traded company in crypto, Coinbase, Brian Armstrong went out with an op-ed on CNBC talking about how America should embrace crypto if it wants to stay the geopolitical power it has been. Quote, the U.S. has long been the leader in global economic and political affairs, but its dominance is being challenged by the other global superpowers. China, for example, has made significant progress in digital currencies and has already launched its own digital yuan. So Brian Armstrong is telling us if America wants to keep its leadership, better embrace crypto, better make some good regulatory framework for it, better, issue a CBDC, a digital dollar, just go with it. There is a lot to unpack here. But I wonder, what do you guys think about this whole geopolitical argument that, embracing crypto is, can make a country stronger, or like more powerful? And what it does for the industry itself, just bringing this kind of argument into the conversation.
Yeah. I'm not a geopolitical expert by any stretch, but it feels a little bit out there to say that the reason that China will become a dominant economic player over the US is because of crypto. That seems a little bit misplaced. We see the most traded and used asset, and besides Bitcoin, actually, this might not be true, but the most used asset is USDT, or stablecoin equivalents for the US dollar. Whether we like it or not, the US dollar is the dominant currency. There is US dollar hegemony, whatever that big word means. And I don't think just because the digital yuan exists, where it's really a surveillance coin, where it has, these timestamps on it, where you can only spend it within the next 2 weeks or else you lose it. I don't think that in and of itself is going to displace the US as the big economic power. If anything, it's going to be our lack of onshore manufacturing and, the fact that, other countries have better economies. They're growing faster than us. They're burning a lot of coal, so their economy is growing like crazy. I love crypto and I love Bitcoin. I love what this is all about, but I really think this is just a public company CEO talking his book, trying to make what he does sound more important than he is. And that sounds like I hate crypto, but I think it's true. Christy, what do you think?
I think that there is a segment of the world economy that is going to be driven by crypto markets, and whether or not it is a significant part of that economy is, whatever. But if you want to win the crypto market war, if your economy is going to have a strong presence in crypto markets, then I think Armstrong's got a point. And I want to just, because all three of us are from the Consensus Magazine part of the CoinDesk product here, I'd like to draw everyone's attention to an excellent opinion that CoinDesk's Consensus Magazine published by Noel Atchison. And it is titled, "The Future of Crypto Markets Will Be Driven by Developments in the East." And one of the things she points out is what's going on in Hong Kong. So earlier this week, Hong Kong Securities and Futures Commission published a proposed text of its upcoming crypto regulation. And it's actually opening up or looking on whether or not to open up retail investors to retail investors and what types of protection should be put in place, and is having discussions upon the range of approved assets, liquid tokens. It is driving a conversation, and it's looking at ways of improving access to the crypto markets for its people. Now, the interesting part of this is that China watches what goes on in Hong Kong, obviously, very, very closely. And China seems to be okay with whatever it is that Hong Kong is doing right now, meaning that there could be a way that this could be how China decides to go as well. And if it starts opening up to crypto assets as well, that could be a really big part of the market that it decides to keep. So that will impact the global geopolitical everything, the way that develops. So something to keep an eye on, George.